you might want to sit down for this. Because if you're over 60 and living with a chronic illness, like diabetes, heart disease, or COPD, you are up to 3 times more likely to suffer severe infections, even from things as simple as a cold or a minor cut. And here's what most people don't realize. It's not just your condition that puts you at risk. It's how that condition quietly drains your immune strength day by day. Your body's natural defense system is under constant pressure. And when you're already managing medications, doctor visits, fatigue, or pain, supporting your immune system might be the last thing on your mind. But here's the truth. This is not a dead end. There are science-backed ways to boost your immunity, even with chronic illness. Not just pills and promises, but real, natural strategies that work with your body, not against it. And the best part? These steps are safe, simple, and tailored to the unique challenges older adults face. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 proven tips, grounded in clinical research and expert recommendations, to help you feel stronger, stay protected, and recover faster, even if you're dealing with a lifelong condition. So whether you're living with diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or breathing problems, this is your roadmap to better immune health, one doable step at a time. And wait until you hear tip number 6. Most people skip it entirely, and it's quietly wrecking their immune system every single day. So let's get started. And by the way, if this speaks to your experience, a quick like below helps other seniors find this life-changing information. Let's start with your nutrition. Because what you eat directly fuels your immune cells. But here's the problem. Many seniors, especially those managing diabetes or heart disease, follow strict diets that unintentionally leave them undernourished. They cut too many calories, skip essential nutrients, or fear carbs without understanding how their immune system actually works. Your immune cells need more than just vitamins. They rely on balanced, nutrient-rich meals that give your body the raw materials to fight off invaders. So here's tip no 1. Tip 1. Prioritize immune-friendly, colorful foods. Think berries, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, wild salmon, olive oil, and nuts. These foods are packed with antioxidants, vitamins C and E, zinc, and healthy fats, which help reduce inflammation and strengthen immune response. Picture this. A senior woman with arthritis calmly chopping spinach, adding blueberries to oatmeal, and drizzling olive oil over roasted vegetables. Not dieting, not depriving, but nourishing her defenses. Even if you have diabetes, these foods support steady blood sugar while giving your immune system the fuel it needs. Try aiming for at least 3 colors on your plate at every meal, not just for variety, but because each pigment brings a different immunity-boosting benefit. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about building a pattern of choices that work with your condition, not against it. Now let's move to something often overlooked: movement. And no, I don't mean strenuous workouts or intense gym sessions. When you're managing a chronic illness, sometimes just getting up feels like a challenge. But here's why this matters. Harvard researchers found that even light walking for 20-30 minutes a day, 5 times a week, reduced respiratory infections in seniors by up to 30%. So here's tip number 2. Tip 2. Embrace. Gentle, regular movement, even mild, circulates immune cells, reduces stress hormones, and improves sleep quality, all of which strengthen your immune system. And if you have COPD or joint pain, don't worry. This isn't about pushing through pain. It's about working with your body. Try simple chair stretches, gentle yoga, Tai Chi, or short walks with breaks. If you can, pair it with sunshine. Vitamin D from natural light is a powerful immune booster, especially in older adults. Visualize this: an older gentleman breathing steadily as he walks through his garden, sun warming his face, then gently stretching his arms on the porch rail afterward. He's not rushing. He's reclaiming strength, one step at a time. And the beauty of it? Movement is medicine, without the side effects. Now, let me ask you something. What if the way you sleep, or don't sleep, is quietly draining your immune power? We'll get to that in tip number 3. But first, want to help others find this advice? Drop a quick comment. What's the hardest part of staying healthy with your condition? I read every one, and your voice could encourage someone else. Let's talk about something that seems simple, but could be one of the biggest threats to your immune system if it's not handled properly. Sleep. Most adults need 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to maintain a healthy immune response. But for seniors, especially those managing chronic illness, sleep often becomes restless, shallow, and interrupted by pain, bathroom trips, or anxiety. And here's the hard truth. Sleep deprivation raises stress hormones, weakens immune cells, and makes it harder to fight off infection. So here's tip number 3. Tip 3. Create an immune-boosting sleep routine. It starts with a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Then, add calming rituals, a warm bath, chamomile tea, or soft worship music before bed. Make sure your room is cool, dark, and quiet. And if needed, try blackout curtains or a white noise machine. Now picture this. A woman with COPD rests in a softly lit bedroom. Her diffuser hums with lavender. She takes a few slow, deep breaths, turns off the light, and finally surrenders to deep, healing sleep. That moment, that stillness, that's when your body repairs, replenishes, and regains strength. If medications or health concerns keep you up at night, talk with your doctor about sleep-safe strategies. Because the right sleep doesn't just help your mind, it restores your immunity. Now let's shift to something hidden but powerful. The way your body handles stress. And I don't just mean the big stress, like a medical diagnosis or a major loss. Even small daily frustrations, like misplacing your glasses or feeling left out of family plans, can chip away at your immune system. Stress releases cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels, suppresses immune function. So here's tip number 4. Tip 4. Reduce stress with intentional practices. This is not just about thinking positive. It's about building habits that calm your nervous system. Try this. Deep breathing for 3-5 minutes every morning. Gentle prayer or reflection before meals. Keeping a gratitude journal by your bed. And perhaps most importantly, connection. Call a friend. Join a support group. Talk to your spouse about your day. Emotional connection lowers stress. Imagine this scene. A senior man sitting with a cup of tea, eyes closed, quietly breathing. Then, a smile forms as he hears the voice of his grandson on the phone, laughing about his school day. That moment? That's more than sweet. It's biological protection. Laughter, love, and peace turn off the fight-or-flight response and allow your immune cells to focus on healing. Now, we've covered food, movement, sleep, and stress. But there's one more area we have to talk about: especially if you're managing a chronic condition like heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes. Your gut health. Over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And chronic illness, medications, and processed food can all throw off that balance. So here's tip number 5. Tip 5. Strengthen immunity through gut-friendly choices. Start with fiber-rich foods: oats, lentils, apples, chia seeds. Then, consider probiotics, either from supplements, if approved by your doctor, or natural sources like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi. And don't forget water. Digestion and immunity both need it. Picture this moment. A woman managing type 2 diabetes stirs chia seeds into her morning yogurt, then tops it with berries and a few walnuts. She takes her time, smiles, and feels her body waking up with purpose. That's the quiet work of immune rebuilding from the inside out. And remember this, every tip we've covered, from colorful meals to gentle stretching, from quiet sleep to gut balance, isn't just about fighting illness. It's about restoring something far deeper. Your sense of power, your sense of peace, your ability to take back control, one small step at a time. So, which of these tips do you already use? And which one do you want to try first? Leave a comment below. It might inspire someone else on their journey too. Ready for the tip most people overlook completely, even though it's quietly sabotaging their immunity? Okay, now it's time for tip number 6. The one most people ignore, even though it's quietly weakening their immune system every single day. Here it is. Tip 6. Cut back on hidden inflammatory triggers. And I'm not just talking about junk food or smoking. I'm talking about everyday things that spike inflammation, even for people who think they're doing okay. Let's break it down. If you're drinking lots of sugary drinks, if you're using cooking oils like corn or soybean oil, if your meals are loaded with processed meats, packaged snacks, or frozen entrees, you're feeding inflammation. And inflammation is the silent enemy of a strong immune system, especially in seniors with chronic illness. Inflammation is like pouring water on a fire every time your body tries to fight off infection. So what can you do? Start by replacing processed foods with whole foods. Even simple swaps help. Choose water or herbal tea over soda. Cook with olive oil instead of vegetable oil. Swap lunch meat for fresh chicken or tuna. Bake your own potatoes instead of frozen fries. Visualize this. A senior couple clears out their pantry together, laughing as they toss out old snack boxes. Then they prepare a tray of roasted vegetables together, humming along to music. It's not just about food. It's about taking your health back, one decision at a time. And that brings us to the final tip, the one that ties everything together, because you don't have to do this alone. Tip 7. Strengthen immunity through relationships and purpose. Science confirms it. Seniors with strong social connections and a clear sense of purpose live longer and have stronger immune function. In fact, a study from Carnegie Mellon University found that older adults who reported feeling loved and supported had less inflammation and recovered faster from illness. Think about that for a moment. Love, friendship, purpose. These aren't just emotional. They are biological armor. So call your sister, join a faith group, volunteer at a local library, start that hobby you always put off, painting, gardening, reading to kids. Your immune system is listening to how you feel, what you believe, and why you wake up in the morning. Picture this closing scene. An older man sits in his chair holding a photo of his grandchildren. He smiles, then picks up the phone. "Hi, sweetheart. Just checking in." That moment of connection? That's life-giving. Let's recap the 7 tips. Eat immune-friendly, colorful foods. Fuel your cells with purpose. Move gently and consistently. Every step counts. Prioritize deep, healing sleep. Your immune system rests when you do. Manage daily stress. Even small moments of peace restore strength. Support your gut health. It's where most of your immunity lives. Reduce hidden inflammation. Don't let silent triggers sabotage your progress. Stay connected and live with purpose. Because love and meaning heal in ways medicine can't. You're not powerless. You're not stuck. You're not defined by your diagnosis. With the right steps, taken at your pace, with your body in mind, you can protect yourself, rebuild your strength, and live with dignity and energy. So if this video helped you feel more hopeful, more prepared, or more seen, tap that like button. It helps more seniors discover this kind of support. And you might be the reason they do. Want to keep your body strong, even with a chronic illness? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss these life-changing tips. And coming up next, if you or someone you love is managing diabetes, our next video breaks down the best foods to support immunity for diabetics, what to eat, what to avoid, and how to build immune strength naturally. Click the video on your screen now and take your next step toward stronger days.